Welcome to Mark's Motorsports and Farming channel. This video is the May 2021 channel update, and the reason I'm showing you this field first is because this is the field that where I was seeing the oats in during the last video. So yeah, then I was able to get done with seeing this field after I turned the camera off. So with that, Plant 2021 is officially complete, at least for here. I mean, there are still other farmers in the area that are still going yet, but tomorrow will be a full week since we got done with spring field work. Now we turn our attention to the haying equipment. So those will be the next farming videos that you see, is getting the haying equipment ready, in which obviously this disc line that I'm showing you here will be one of the first pieces of equipment that's used. So yeah, I'll get a video on that along with the rakes and balers. Or baler, I should say. I mean, there's only one baler here that's operable, and that'll probably be the one that does it all. And the cattle that I talked about in I think it was the last video, we're starting to turn them into freezer meat, and we accomplished that. So that is why you're seeing a different group of cattle in that same pen that the ones were in that we were starting to make freezer meat out of. So yeah, these are ones that I had at the time, and don't know if I've shown you guys shown this group of cattle to you guys or not, but yeah, this group here will be shipped out probably sometime this summer. Probably either 3 or 4 months from now, I'm not sure, but somewhere in that ballpark. And then on this side, you can tell that there's also a group in the other pen here. So if that's any indication, then as of now, feeding out cattle can still be a profitable thing right now. But there've been a couple of years where that market's been out of control, and then if that were to happen again, then you probably wouldn't see any cattle in videos other than possibly ones that we have for freezer meat. And here is our 4-wheel drive 8640, which the time has come to look at upgrading this. So I like to hold off for the most part on doing that if I can until, you know, this coming winter, just because, you know, anything that I get, you know, it would probably require yearly payments most likely, and I'd like for this to be the 1 year where I don't have to do that on equipment. But yeah, at some point there will be a different tractor in this yard in place of that one. And the wheat that got incorporated on that first farm where I did the video while using that 8640 and the field cultivator, that has now come out of the ground, or germinated is the actual term for that. So I mean, those of you that watched the video where I was incorporating fertilizer and wheat seed with the harrow, you'd know that I was starting to get a little concerned about that, but now thankfully when you go over there now and look, there is a wheat crop that's starting to come now. So and then while I was doing that video, or while I was at the last farm doing the video of incorporating seed and fertilizer with the harrow, this is the field that my dad was working on, basically doing the same thing. And I think I mentioned that in that video, but I'm not sure. Yeah, there is some germination going on here, but it's hard to tell right now if it's whether it's wheat or not. But in another, I'd say for sure in another week, you know, we should also see a wheat crop out here, as well as the farm that I did the harrowing video at. I should say that today is May 7th of 2021, just for the record. You know, so and sometimes I remember to say that at the beginning, and other times I don't think of it until later. So yeah, this is being filmed on May 7th of 2021. Now when we come back here, and again, I'm not 100% sure if I'd made any sort of reference about an established hayfield or not when I seeded the other two fields this spring in the two videos that I did. But this right here would be the field that I was referencing. And obviously the last 2 summers I've been doing hay videos out here. You know, whether it's cutting, raking, or baling. You know, this is a field here where I'd say at least half of the videos were done over the last couple of years of making hay. And up here is the field that I seeded in the first seeding video that I did. You know, seeing the first hay field of 2021, what I believe I called it. Yeah, I did put in the title something about this, you know, being the first field that actually got seeded in the hay with the grain drill. And as you can see, there's also germination back here, you know. And as I said in that video, you know, I used a feed grade oats as what they call a nurse crop, you know, just to, you know, help protect the young alfalfa plants or any sort of hay plant from the hot sun until it's able to get enough growth on it, and you know, to where it can tolerate that. But yeah, the oats is the most visible right now, but if you look closely, yeah, right here. Those should be alfalfa plants that you see right there, those ones with the 2 leaves there. And you know, we'll do some we'll monitor this, and you know, make sure that's widespread germination that we're seeing. But yeah, but both this field and the second seeding video I did, you know, I like to have, you know, a hay crop established on both of those fields, so that I can plow this one up this fall. You know, because this year will be the 5th year of, you know, making hay off of here, which, you know, I normally don't go more than 4 years on a hay stand, but well, like I just said earlier, you know, I know I've said it in previous videos, but you know, a big reason that I kept this is because, you know, last time we tried to seed the field I just showed you with the oats and hay coming up, along with the one that I'm heading towards now, we weren't able to get a uniform stand across either of those fields, you know, so we ended up rip them both up and reseeding them this year, as opposed to if there would have been, you know, a uniform, you know, seed germination and so forth, then I would have kept those two and plowed up the one that I just showed you, or that I've been making hay on. And while I am headed towards the second hayfield that I seeded this spring, and I also did a video on, I'll highlight the motorsports aspect of this channel a little bit, and that there really hasn't been anything happening since mid-March, you know, where I was able to go to and make any sort of videos of. Whereas I saw where there is a tractor pull at the end of the month here that I'm gonna try to go to and get video footage of again, you know. And the tractors that are pulling are supposed to be part of the NTPA circuit, or National Tractor Pull Association, so it should be, you know, the ones with, you know, multiple turbos, or I think one of the classes is one where some of them have multiple engines. You know, I'll have to double check for sure as far as what classes are there, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a NTPA event at least, so yeah, then so in a few weeks I should be able to get you some motorsports content again, because, you know, there'll be that tractor pulled in, as long as nothing gets in the way to where I'm not able to go. I mean, right now I'm intending to go to it and get some video of that. Now here we've arrived at the second hayfield that I seeded here, and again, the camera will pick it up. Where you're seeing the two flowers that should be hay. Yeah, there's some alfalfa, and then I also put two other types of hay in here along with that. And then again, the oats is the most obvious right now, but the difference here is that the oats that you're seeing in this field is certified seed, which would allow the option of harvesting the oats as grain. But, there have been some cases where the weeds get ahead of the game, and being I also seeded hay, you know, you cannot use chemicals then to kill off the weeds. You know, so when that would happen, then I'd still end up having to cut this oats down as hay. That would be the worst case scenario, obviously, but I mean, it would be nice to harvest this oats that's green, if we can. And obviously the field that I showed you at the beginning of this video, you know, that's also certified seed that can be harvested as grain, and the difference there being I only put oats in those acres, so chemicals can be used to kill off any weed pressure that we see. So that's all I have for you guys right now, and it's also starting to get dark here. So with that, I thank you guys for watching my videos. I certainly appreciate that. Be sure to click on the like button, and if you haven't already, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And once you're subscribed, then be sure to click on the bell, and you'll be notified whenever a new video gets posted to the channel. Be sure to follow Mark's Motorsports and Farming channel on Facebook as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you later.